Hi guys, it's Lee. I'm here today to talk with you about losing weight around the menopause ages. So anywhere from 40 to 60. I know I was a late bloomer, but this has been bothering me because I know that when I go and I watch YouTube videos that everyone is young, that's on the Weight Watchers program and that's losing and just general weight loss, and it's a young world out there. And a friend of mine said it would be nice, she's in her 50s, and she said it would be nice to have someone our age come on and talk about trying to lose weight during menopause, which is hard. I mean, it's harder for our bodies to lose this fat that we've got to lose. I've got to lose about 100 pounds, and it just seems so daunting to me. And I'm 55, I'm 5'2", and it's ridiculous. In January, it was my first month on Weight Watchers, and I only lost 4 pounds because I looked back and I had eaten so many 0-point foods like fruits. I would have 4 in a day, and then I would eat out, and sometimes I would track it and sometimes I wouldn't. So those two things got me right there, and I think I could have lost a whole lot more in the month of January. So February is going to be different, and I'm aware of some of my downfalls from the month before. But I wanted you to join me because I don't know how many of you are fighting this age-related thing, but I started exercising as well, and I am only up to about 20 minutes on the recumbent bike, the kind that you can kind of sit back on and the pedals are out front. This is much easier on my knees than a regular bike. So we bought one of those for like $100, $150 or something, and it works great. It's not the best in the world, as far as what's out there, but it works great and it's smooth. And I don't really do the readout. I don't pay attention to the readout. I listen to my music and I go my time, the allotted time that I'm trying to get as my goal that day. So I try to exercise every day. I've neglected the last couple of days, but usually it's every day. I do have bad knees. I think it's from the weight that I've been carrying, and one of them I injured about 10 years ago, and it's still, the doctor said it's going to give me problems forever. So, but I wanted to cover things like fad diets and yo-yoing, because I know that we've done those things over and over and over. In fact, do you remember Richard Simmons had a diet, and his was called Deal a Meal? How many of you remember Deal a Meal? That was fun. It really was. And I lost some weight on Deal a Meal, but then I just went on to gain it back because it wasn't something that I was going to do every day of my life. But it was great while I lost. And I've been on Atkins, keto, fasting. I've been on calorie counting, cabbage soup diet. Optavia, that worked for a while, but these are diets. I don't know why they call certain, like Optavia, I don't know why they call that an eating plan, because you get your food and your snacks from an outside source. It's hard and expensive. It really is. I mean, I know some of you it's working great for, and I'm glad. Some of you just love it, and I think that's great because it takes all kinds of eating plans and to suit each one of us. And so I've found that Weight Watchers is the easiest one for me because it does allow me to eat out. It allows for holiday, eating. You know what to choose, and it doesn't make one food group or another taboo. I don't take out dairy or I don't take out carbs. I just have to count them. So if something is just a whole lot of carbs, it's not taboo, but I don't want to spend all of my smart points on it. So, that's just my choice. But yo-yo dieting is another thing. As far as going like this, mine would do like I'd lose and then I'd go down because, okay, say this is down in weight, I'd creep back up and I'd gain a little more. So my yo-yo went like this. And I know that's a problem for a lot of people. I can remember when I first thought that I was fat, and I was overweight a little, but I thought, oh my goodness, I'm so fat. If only I could be back at that spot where I thought I was fat, I mean, and do something about it and keep doing something about it. I just let it go, and I thought, well, I can eat like everybody else does, right? Evidently not. I had 2 kids right out of marriage, right when I got married, and right out of marriage. Anyway, right when I got married, we had 2 kids immediately, and it was wonderful because I was young and I could grow up with them, but as far as eating goes, I ate what they ate during the day. I had to make a meal for my husband that night, and so staying on a meal plan was not very easy, but I could just count calories back then, and if I skipped, lunch and didn't have dessert for dinner, I could lose 10 pounds. It was so easy. So I didn't catch it, and here I am sitting at age 55 and wondering where all this weight came from. I know where it came from, right there. But I'm looking at my notes because I don't want to forget something. What was it? Oh, new products. I tried Lean Pockets for the first time in my life. I haven't tried them before because they seem kind of small, and they're 9 points. The one I looked at was 9 points, but then it hit me that it was a little pepperoni and mozzarella cheese one, and it was 9 points. And I thought, some nights I have a lot of points left. Like, I wasn't hungry for breakfast, so I had my little coffee drink, the one when you mix espresso and ice and Premier Protein shake. That I usually have that for breakfast. And then at lunch, like today, I had a yogurt, so that's only 3 points. I'm left with a lot of points at the end of the day. So that Lean Pocket for 9 points is not going to make much difference. And so the other night I had a Lean Pocket and some salad and a soda, and it was good. It really was. It was filling, and it tasted like pizza. I've been choosing not to eat pizza because it's so greasy and it's so many points, and it's just not good for me. I'm also trying to slowly clean up my diet because it was in terrible shape. So if you make comments about how my diet isn't clean or how to clean up my diet, I realize this, but I'm slowly making changes. Okay, other than the Lean Pocket, I tried a Progresso soup. It was just gumbo, and it was really, really good. It was only 3 points, and it had a tomato base, and it had chicken and beef in it. And I'm telling you, it was very filling. That whole can, I ate the whole can for 3 points, and by the time I was finished, I was really full, and I didn't have crackers or anything to go with it. Now, I have been wanting to start, sorry, I'm beating the table with my hands. I've been wanting to start taking a multivitamin because I noticed I've got ridges in my fingernails, and I noticed when I looked online it could be a zinc deficiency. It could also be due to age, they said, but I don't think 55 is when your nails start. I don't know. I keep wanting to put myself down there with the 30-year-olds. But I wanted to take a multivitamin, and so I hadn't bought one yet. And I went to Ross, and I shopped, and I didn't find anything. And then I came across it's called Nature's Bounty Women's Multi 50 Plus. So it's for women who are over 50, and it's a multivitamin. And this in the store is about a $12 vitamin, and I got it for $3.99 at Ross. So there are some good deals out there if you keep your eyes peeled, but we won't go there. One of the reasons I told you before that I like Weight Watchers is because it's sustainable. So after I get to my goal, I'm going to be able to keep doing this, and I don't feel like I'm doing without something. In this period I'm in right now, I'm trying to learn portion sizes. What I was eating before was way too much. I mean, I could eat mashed potatoes like this, that was my serving. So just not paying attention and eating what's on your plate. But sustainability is really important to me because I don't want to lose this and then gain it right back. I don't want to gain any right back. I have a friend named Ginger. She keeps telling me she's lost between 80 and 100 pounds in about 11 months. And she's doing it just on her own, kind of counting calories and foods, and she's got her own way of doing it, and she's really smart. And so she got this thing going, and it just kept snowballing, and she kept losing all this weight. Now she's 80 pounds down and has a new shorter haircut and is looking great, and I'm so proud of her. But she tells me that making it a lifestyle change is what gets her through. She said that she doesn't look at it as a diet because she knows she's going to have to do this forever. And so she eats foods that are normal, like a chicken breast and some broccoli, or just normal things that her family's having. She's with her parents, she takes care of her parents. And whatever they're having for dinner, she'll have for dinner, usually. And I just think it's smart. But she kept having to say lifestyle change over and over and over to me, because up here I've heard it so many times that I'm like, yeah, lifestyle change. But every time I'd mention diet or getting off the diet, or I ate too many points for lunch, I may as well just eat what I want for dinner, lifestyle change. You know, she's got it in my head now, so that every time I think about, maybe I don't like what I'm going to have for dinner. Well, make it something you do like. There are enough foods out there. There are enough 0-point foods that you can make a meal out of something that you do like. So just try to remember lifestyle change. I know that you've heard it before. Let's see, what else? Oh, this came up the other night. I know you're going to say it's not right, but it works for me. I start to crave ice cream at night. And I haven't had ice cream in a while, but I would start craving ice cream at night, like really craving, and just that. Didn't want anything else. Didn't want a cookie, didn't want a cake. And I did what someone told me one time would work, just to see. So I went, got me some water, about 8 ounces of water. I mean, it's not very much, 8 to 12. And I took it, and I was just drinking, thinking, I'm not thirsty, I'm hungry. But do you know, I sat there, and I'm not a drinker. I'm probably dehydrated most of the time. I'm trying. But I could sit there and drink that whole water. It turns out I wasn't hungry and craving ice cream. I was thirsty. And that's how my body saw it, was I needed ice cream. It was very weird. I've tried it more than once, and it works every time. So that's why I haven't had ice cream in a long time. And I haven't craved it. So give that a try and see if that works for you sometimes. Even if it's your low-cal ice cream or your low-points ice cream. Go see if your body needs water. And just take a few sips. And if that doesn't satiate you, then you can have your ice cream. So I thought that was important to cover, because most people probably have gone through that ice cream thing at night. Another thing I wanted to cover was something that happened to me recently. I got caught one time without having a Weight Watcher friendly snack in the car. I got caught for 4 hours one time, and that time I did have a snack. I had some pretzels, and that just satisfied me. It kept me from going to McDonald's or Taco Bell, because I had to sit in the car and wait for my husband at the VA. He's a disabled veteran. And so Dave was in there doing his thing. He had 2 appointments, and I was in the car to be comfortable so I could read and lay back. And I got hungry, and I thought, oh, I've got pretzels. Then I had a drink there. So that did it, and that got me through. So if I would have had a protein bar, the pretzels, some of those pop chips in the bags that you can order on Amazon. I don't know if they're in your grocery store. They're not in mine. They're called pop chips, and they're like 3 bags, 3 points for a whole bag. Something like that would have done good. If I had celery and carrots, that would have done me. I would have been happy with that. So remember to pack yourself either in your purse or in another little bag. Just carry it with you in the car, and keep a snack, or keep a couple of snacks, because it saved me one day. We talked about exercise. Exercise, you don't have to exercise on Weight Watchers, I realize that, and some of you can't exercise, and I'm finding it difficult with my knees, but I'm still doing something, trying to get this weight off, and it will be easier on my knees if I get the weight off. But I'm excited because I feel better, and my skin's better, and I think all in all, just this little bit of exercise each day is helping my body. And let's see, next video. Oh, you need to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, do that, because I've got great videos coming up. Gonna have recipes for your air fryer. I'm going to have why I chose Weight Watchers instead of keto, the keto diet, or Atkins, or low carb, whatever we're calling it. You know, it's a low carb diet. And then my favorite Weight Watchers snacks I'm going to cover too. And so that's just the next few. And I'm going to show you three before pictures, which is only last month, but I hate to do it, but my friend Leslie called me out on it, and she goes, where are those before pictures you were going to put out there? So she called me on it, and I'm going to have to put the before pictures out, which I'd like to wait till I've lost like 50 pounds and then put the before pictures out there. But I'm going to go ahead and do that so that y'all know who I am, what I look like, and where I'm trying to go. So I hope you guys have a great day. I know this has been a semi-long video compared to my norm, but I had some good things to tell you. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.